The pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Quick throw over the middle. Freshman shows inexperience, lucky it didn't get intercepted.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up.
Going for a big play downfield. Oh, nearly picked off again. They almost had another one. But it will set up 4th down. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on 4th down.
Well, I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterback's in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Penn State.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Pressure is coming. Lofted it in there, but it falls incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Gators will have 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw, testing the middle. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down. The Gators are on the move here. Off the play fake on 1st down. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch in this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Hey, the defense working with this lead does everything right, taking away any threats downfield, gives the quarterback only option really is to take off and pick up some yards. Now, they better be careful because you do that too many times, eventually he could get out and put it into the end zone.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Makes a quick catch. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Nothing on that play makes it second down and goal from the 2. Looking to throw it again. And the ball is hauled in. Touchdown, Gators. Still no answer for this offense.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
It's a quick grab. He makes the 2-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6. Lined up in regular kickoff formation here. 2 timeouts, final minute. I'm not sure they've done the math here. Surprised they're not going for the onside kick. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Looking to throw. It's Aller. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Leaning on the run game here. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. He's looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he will be stuffed for no gain. The Nittany Lions will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there. So the drive will begin backed up at their own 6-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Great catch. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. We've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's hauled in way downfield. They finally bring him down. What a great effort, but 0-0 on the clock, and the game is over. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today. This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to the Old Horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the third-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Buckeyes offense comes out of the field for the first time today. One of the many prizes in the Ohio State trophy case is that wooden turtle, the Illibuck Trophy. The last time they took on Illinois, the Buckeyes, a big win to maintain control of that.
The Buckeyes were incredibly focused and dialed in, not only as a coaching staff, but I think the players as well. I think that'll also be a big factor in today's game. Buckeyes gained some confidence last time they played Illinois. Illinois trying to pull off a big upset today. Let's see how it plays out.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Sayin. On the move now. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And the play is good enough for a first down. They move the ball to the 44. The shotgun running play call. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Grab down the middle. It's Rogers. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43. The Buckeyes are looking to keep this drive going. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And they heave it deep downfield. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, that is a dream start for the offense, but what an opening possession.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
And the BAT makes it 7-0 to open score. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how would an offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Graham near the sticks. It's Dixon. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught quickly. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Ohio State and Illinois, a trophy game. Illibuck, it was a live turtle, was the reward up until 1925. Then they chose to make a wooden trophy. But, Kurt, you played this game against some pretty good Illinois teams back in your day.
Yeah, unfortunately, some really good Illinois teams. And I think it's probably one of the more underrated atmospheres when Illinois gets it going. Champaign is a beautiful city as far as college football is concerned. Their fans get behind them. The wind always seems to be howling. And I'll tell you this, we did not beat them in my time I was there. Jason Verduzco was a quarterback. Before that, Jeff George. Really good defense with Dana Howard, who's one of the better linebackers to ever play in the Big Ten. Simeon Rice, Kevin Hardy. Yeah, Illinois can get it going, and they had the Buckeyes number back in the 80s.
He gets loose. Picks up the thirst, looking for more. Touchdown, Illinois. No chance to catch him there.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Picks up some blocks. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. Coverage team flying downfield, not much gained on that return. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. The throw complete to the running back underneath.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's complete on the crossing route. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down? Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. See if he can make a play on this return. Coverage team gets him down, and that'll do it for the first period. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Look at out throwing here to start the drive. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Second down after that short completion. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Oh, and he can't bring it in. A chance for a takeaway, but one of the star players on this defense couldn't make it. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down at the 32. The Buckeyes offense is on the move now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep downfield to the left.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They're going to run it here. He's in the clear. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Coach, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this.
The ball is out right near the goal line. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's play action. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set to some of those greats.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking downfield, it's Outlier. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already. We're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offense coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro to give this quarterback a chance.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. We're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll field the punt, and the returner will be brought down. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. The shotgun handoff here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. Defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts. If the offense comes back with a counter play, if you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and the rest of his
Touchdown, Buckeyes! This offense is still clicking.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime, and they're really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line with the first down. The defense is going to have to overcome that costly 15-yard penalty. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Incompletion on 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. Defense showing blitz here. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Short pass finds the tight end. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close. Halftime approaching. Hold on a second. There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And he'll set out to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. Breaks into the clear. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback.
Oh, they trap him for a sack. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Wide open downfield. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Catch made on the right side. Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Illibuck is on the line, and already Ohio State and Illinois have given us some stirring moments.
Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Returner tackle right there. That's when they start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
A tackle, it looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down with multiple scores. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on the reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
So the screen on 1st down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on 1st down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Back to throw. It's Outlier. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Breaks into open space. Now here he goes. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yard.
The pass is intercepted.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Looking to throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Dixon. He could take it all the way. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes a quick grab. He's in the clear. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11. Illinois now operating in the red zone. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
And now the running back's got it again. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
They stop him behind the line. That'll set up 4th down now. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. This will be a very short chip shot. They're 22 yards out. And it's good right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On the jet sweep, running through the tackle. Second down after that previous play. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, the pass is picked off. Breaks into the open. Muscles past the defender. And he finally goes down near midfield. That's a solid return after the pick. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down. The clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Let's check out this running back comparison. These guys have been excellent, pounding away and seemingly only getting stronger. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. You cannot make contact with the quarterback after that throw. That'll cost the defense. Quarterback shaking off that hit, but the roughing the passer penalty gives the offense 15 and a first down. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack. Illinois lining up quickly here. Second down, we're going to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Grabbed by the receiver. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. Back to pass. It's Altmaier. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. This Illinois offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Touchdown, Fighting Illini, as they put 6 more on the board.
Well, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. Pays off in a big way here, right? Because the defense is thinking about they're going to run the football. They load up, and it opens him up for an easy touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Offense moving to a bunch formation. And we're going to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes have first and 10 here. Receiver in motion now. Grinding away with a running game. A quick juke. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Dump off caught by the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Illinois lining up quickly here.
At this point in the game, Chris, these guys have got to get the ball thrown downfield. You're down by a couple possessions.
Breaks into the clear. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The offense really clicking here.
At this point late in the game, you've got to be willing to take some risks, and this quarterback understands that. He puts the ball up in a one-on-one matchup, trusts his receiver. Receiver battles, comes down with a big catch. It pays off. Now let's see if they can put points up on the board.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Throw to the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made in space. Look out. Here he goes. At the 10. Touchdown, Illinois. Way too much speed in that play.
Well, that's the first step, Chris. They get the touchdown to bring them within one score, and now they got to get the ball back. They have to stay focused here. They're going to need a little luck with such little time remaining.
And the point after is good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, and the hands team does their job. Oh, secures the recovery. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Crucial possession here. This game just got tighter. 3-point game, final quarter. What will the play calling philosophy be here? Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. That's the kind of matchup we hope for. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snags it down the right side.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.
And the catch and run into the end zone. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll start this drive going to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. At the 35, he's open. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Now on the option. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. Off play action. Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Deep shot for the end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Touchdown, Marshall! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Throwing right. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down.
And that is the play the defense needed to turn the momentum around in this game. They needed somebody to step up and make a play. That should have been intercepted.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Runs through a tackle. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Looking to scramble. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Oh, they're after him. As they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down. He gets down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Wide open downfield. Made a defender miss. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's McGee. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw, but with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And he... This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know...